Welcome back, beautiful, beloved souls. My name is Gemstone, and I'm a psychic medium and I'm an author. And by now you would know that on my channel, content varies. I look at everything through a lens, hence the name of my channel. And there's one thing that I really like: conspiracies. I really am into conspiracies. And conspiracies are only a conspiracy until they're proven true, I believe. So this one is about the moon landing and, being into space, out in space. Is it true? So, have humans really walked on the moon? Or is it part of a decades-long illusion? What about the ISS, the International Space Station? Does it actually orbit Earth, or is it a massive Hollywood set? In this video, we're diving deep into the anomalies, the strange footage, and the trillions of dollars that just seem to disappear. Part 1 is moon landing oddities. Start with 1969. I was born in this decade, so I know how real history feels. But take a closer look at the photos and videos of the actual moon landings. Shadows on the lunar surfaces go in different directions. In the first one, the moon lander itself doesn't look like it could survive a proper takeoff or landing. And when man first walked on the moon with Neil Armstrong, who is taking photos as the lunar module lifts off? That's a question nobody seems to answer. Part 2. The ISS, International Space Station. Is it flimsy or impossible? Fast forward to today. The International Space Station. On live feeds, and I've seen this myself, on live feeds which are available on YouTube, we see structures that look cheap, flimsy, almost like plastic tarps, not something designed to withstand cosmic radiation or vacuum. We see astronauts opening and closing hatches look more like a stage set than an airtight compartment. And I want you to compare this to submarines in the deep ocean. If they were built like that, they'd implode instantly. Yet, NASA claims the ISS orbits 400 kilometers above Earth. If it's a lie, it's a massive collaboration between countries, something that seems almost impossible to maintain for decades. Part 3. Rockets, radiation, and secret bases. Then there's the question of radiation. Between Earth and the Moon is the Van Allen belt, a deadly radiation zone. Rockets would fry. Astronauts would die. Yet, footage shows launches like everything is normal. So, what if rockets aren't actually going to space, but to secret bases on Earth, synchronized with the planet's rotation? This could explain why we see Earth in ISS feeds. So why we see the Earth in International Space Station feeds. And the reason, because it's cleverly filmed with cameras in orbit simulation or on remote terrain, but never actually in space. Part 4, Money and Secrets. NASA receives trillions of dollars over decades. Where is all the money going if the hardware is flimsy and missions are fabricated? Is it funding black projects, experimental technology, or something else entirely? And there are whistleblowers. I've actually seen this. A female astronaut and engineers who have hinted at stage footage, manipulation of gravity in films, and methods that make zero sense if taken literally. Let me know in the comments if you've seen it too. So there's a female astronaut, and on one side it looks like she's in space where there's no gravity, and then on the other side she's showing you how it's done, how it's being manipulated. Let me know if you've seen it. I've seen it. Part 5 is the big question. So here's the question. If humans never went beyond low Earth orbit and the International Space Station, ISS, is a sophisticated film production, why isn't this investigated? How deep does the secrecy go? And how much of our space history is just a story we've been told? And before I end this, I clearly remember being in primary school. This is in Australia, sitting and watching as so-called humans, Neil Armstrong, took his first moon walk. And I, as you know, am a conspiracy theorist, and I do believe that we can't go into outer space. Not only can't we go into outer space, but if all these moon trips were true, why can't we replicate it? This, again, is in living history. It's not like it happened thousands of years ago. I'm 65, so it's happened in living history, and we still can't go back to the moon? Weird. So I've got, in closing, that next time you watch a live feed of the ISS, International Space Station, or look at lunar photos. So looking at photos of the moon, ask yourself, what are we actually or really seeing? And why do the structures, the footage, and the money not add up? Again, I want to thank all my viewers for being here, and thank you to those who have been loyal and who have subscribed. I never push, and I would ask, please, in a comment below, I've got 2 questions. You don't have to answer both, but the first question is, do you believe the moon landing is fake? Second question is, do you believe, like I do, that the ISS is just somewhere hidden, don't know where, but as the Earth had rotated and the rockets went up, so bear with me. So here's the Earth, then the rocket took off from here, and the Earth rotates, and the rockets just come down and pretended to be here, being the ISS. So do you believe that there really is a space station? And if there are astronauts on that space station, and you do believe this, can you please explain why the structure is so flimsy, especially if NASA has spent trillions of dollars? We would have very sophisticated, advanced, technological, I can't say the word, you know what I mean, well-built structure that really looked like it could withstand radiation and be out of Earth, outside Earth's orbit. None of it makes sense. And if you do believe in either or both, can you please explain to me, especially with the moon, the anomalies? So we have shadows that don't line up and 2 suns, meaning that there's 2 lights, and everything just looks so staged. Also, it is my belief, but don't quote me on this, that one of the astronauts, I forget his name, it was later, was asked to swear on a Bible if he really did go and land on the moon. I nearly had his name. You know it. Drop a comment. You know the guy I'm talking about. And instead of doing it, he got into an argument or either punched the guy or something, but he wouldn't swear on a Bible that he actually went to the moon. It's not Armstrong, the other guy. All right. I appreciate every one of you. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back sometime Saturday. Until then, cherish the moment. Please be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Love, light, and blessings. And I promise I will respond to comments. But when you leave a comment, do so respectfully. I'm trying to understand, if this really is true. Please explain the technology and structures to me. All right, bye.